Well, if you heard the news, Matthew has passed. I'm still in a state of disbelief there, but unfortunately, also we lost Richard Moll, or Moll, as some people have called him. So it's interesting. No disrespect, I will call him Moll or Moll throughout this video. So Moll was basically well known for Two-Face. That's probably his most iconic role. But if you go through his whole career, he did a lot. He did a lot. Horror, sci-fi, comedy, of course. Very well-rounded performer, and I'm a huge Night Court fan. I saw so many episodes back in the day in the 80s, but I have to be honest, if I said that or was concentrated on that, I think a lot of people would be like, what is that? Honestly, what is it? What is this comedy? I don't know anything about that. But Batman is like, oh yeah, I know, yeah. Oh, Batman, yeah. Oh, animated. Oh yeah, I know the Batman animated series. So yes, he did the voice of Two-Face. Very good job. I did not know it was him. Really, except for Kevin, I really didn't get into who did the voices. I was just like, because again, you're just so enthralled with the voice work. I don't know, to me it makes them less mysterious. So I just like, okay, I know who Kevin is. Obviously Mark Hamill, because he's so iconic as Luke Skywalker, but I was kind of like, I'm okay kind of not knowing who did the voices. And now I was shocked. I was like, wait, he did Two-Face? Like, wow. That shows how multifaceted it is, because he also did some Spider-Man work too. And I know Spider-Man very well, and I know the Scorpion, but I did not notice him doing the voice work there too. So very talented, very multi-range, but can't lie that it is sad. Yes, he had a very full, long life, but he just died in his home, kind of obscure. He, good or bad, peaked with the 80s and early 90s, and always working, very good working actor, but never quite, I think, got recognized for how talented he was, and was not invited to the reboot, which is interesting. And then, of course, we have Matthew Perry, and I know people are just going to run to Friends and Friends. And of course, that is going to be his signature role. But Matthew did a lot. And it's actually ironic that I've seen a lot of this 80s and 90s series, but I don't remember him from that. I don't remember his cameos. And usually very good with that. I can remember, of course, Leonardo, who was on Growing Pains. But with him, don't quite remember him in these roles. But yeah, he's been in a lot of television roles from the 80s to the 90s before it became really big on Friends and afterwards. A very erratic movie career, I would say, but I do like his work. He was in a really good film with Bruce Willis called The Whole Nine Yards, had Michael Duncan. It was a monster cast. That thing's insane. There are so many good people on that, and it is very hard to describe. I think it's one of the best comedies I've ever seen. It's very, very good work by him. And he did a movie with Neve Campbell, of course, of Scream fame. I will be honest, that was a fun film. It was an interesting film, but not that good. I liked the people in it. They gave it a try, but it was like a little bit off. So Matthew has been in great projects, and then projects that were not so good. And of course, he had his own bouts with drugs, apparently, as well as suffering from other clearly physical issues. He just looked terrible at the end. So it's very sad. Hopefully, this is an accident and he did not take his life. But if he did, I'm not going to judge. I mean, again, we look at this from the outside saying, wow, I mean, these guys have these huge careers. They made a lot of money. But again, it's a very brutal business, and it is very chaotic, that you could be just working, just nothing is happening, and then boom, you're a superstar. But it's not what you think it is. It's a very stressful occupation, and it sounds easy to just go to set, smile a little bit, you get paid all this money, and nothing really happens. But there's often a lot of work and a lot of thinking through when you're a performer, and I'm trying to do my own thing with acting and directing, and it just shows you, I would never tell anyone don't do it, but just try to have certain expectations, because yes, even if you have a very good long career, it is very brutal and you can be forgotten very fast. So I'm going to try to do more work on this, but I do have to work a full-time job. So please like and subscribe. I will try to do some tributes when I can. It's a very sad passing of two very great performers.